My name is Fernando GALRITO. I'm living in Lisbon. Originally, I'm from Samora, Korea, and I'm connected with animation since my childhood. I made my first film when I was 8 years old, scratch on film. It was the time on film, not the time of digital. And because I grew up in the cinema and in animation, I'm still inside that. And apart teaching in a art school, university close to Lisbon, I run a festival that is called MONSTRA, Lisbon Animation Festival, in the last 24 years, that it was created also by me and some friends. And at the same time, I try to do films and installations, and I love to work also mixing and put in dialogue, animation, fine arts, performing arts, music, and all of this makes part also of my creative part, if I can say like that. There are very similar things. The first one, maybe, that we show beautiful films and good films like here. This is one of the first things that I remark here in these 3 days now, looking to the film that it was presenting until now in the festival. At the same time, there are also this academia where we can meet people that present their own work, talk about their own experiences, and this is something very similar about what we do in MONSTRA. Maybe the quantity of people, the quantity of days are different, because it's MONSTRA is really a monster festival. It's a big festival in days, in films. We show between 400 and 500 films each year. We got different and lots of competitions, 25 prizes in all 7 different competitions. But at the same time, the most important thing I can notice that we are very equal in quality and in the main objectives. Also create sensibility into the youngs for this fantastic art that is animation. It's important to create acknowledgement about animation, about cinema, about art in the kids, because after they can choose better not only what they're gonna see when they go to the cinema, to the theater, to an exhibition, but also they can also say to themselves, maybe this is a art that I want to do when I grow up. And when they choose their line, they can choose animation or fine arts or artistic arts, because they learn it here with Primanima, and these fantastic involvements that during the year Primanima promotes close to the youngs. And I suppose if you can grow up this, it's much better. But I suppose it's already fantastic what I realize that is being done here, and I suppose this is the most important part. The second part is also present the festival, bring new films, new ideas, new cultures, because the cinema bring also the other cultures to the screen, and this is very important also for the audiences, because you realize when you see a film from a culture that you don't know, that the other cultures has the same capacity to create beautiful things, to have sensibility, to pass emotions to the others, as we have as Portuguese and as you have as Hungarian people. And when you show this, and when you know that the others has also the same capacities to create beauty, I suppose that we are created the most important thing in human relationships, that show that everybody has the capacity to create and has the capacity to make beautiful. And when the others are great people and has the capacity to create, we are not afraid of them. You are close to them, and you can say that you are my friend. And this friendship that we find here during the festival and the ambience of the festival, and especially not only the quantity of people, but the youngness of the participants in the festival, this is something very important and touching for me as someone that come to Primanima for the first time. In all events between 48 56,000 people coming. That means the most part of these people are not connected with animation, for sure. Of course, we have guests, 200, 300, 400 if we put the Portuguese that come from abroad to see the festival, students from animation from abroad and from Portugal too. But the main audience of the festival are youngs from schools, are people that love art and come to the festival to see the films because they realize slowly in this 24 years of existence of the festival that are very strong things in animation that maybe the theater or the live action cannot do it. And because the animation has the capacity with the metaphors, with the recreation of some realities to propose and to show stories, to tell things, to pass emotions in a different way and sometimes much more deeper than the real images. And this is one advantage that when you do a festival for a long time, you give to the audiences also this difference that animation brings when you tell a story or even when you show only abstract images moving on a screen, you can feel anyway emotions only with that. And I suppose this is very important for animation, and it's important also to make festivals like this and not stop to do it. I suppose one of the most important things we do to grow our audience is to make it since the childhood, since the school, the pre-primary school until the secondary school. I suppose today a big part of our audience is fathers that were in MONSTRA, that means the festival for kids that are inside the MONSTRA. They were our audience a long time ago, and they grow up with MONSTRA, and now they continue to grow with MONSTRA Festival. I suppose it was the first approach. The animation is also something that is you can talk very simply with a great star that we bring. In our festival, we had already more than 20 Oscar nominated or Oscar winners that come, and the people could talk with them like they talk with me, they talk with you. They are very simple persons. I remember sometimes we made workshops with great people. I remember Georges Schwitzgebel. In the end of this workshop, the people come and say to me, "Oh, he tells us all his secrets." If I was him, I don't say all the things that he tells us. He say everything how he works. This very natural people that can show and then can talk about how they work. And this is something also that attracts the people, because when you come to a festival with big stars, you cannot be close to them because you are afraid to go. In animation, you are not afraid because you know that you can talk and get a coffee with the most biggest star in animation as you will drink with us. And this is something that also attracts the people, I suppose, for the festivals, especially for the animation festival. Beginning, it was very difficult because the Cinema Institute supposed that animation it was not very important. In the Lisbon story of cinema festivals, it's very interesting that the first festival that exists in Lisbon, it was animation and queer festival. The festivals that are really in the borders, not the big stars festival. Then slowly appear other festivals, independent festivals, short films, documentary. But the first festival that appeared in Lisbon, it was MONSTRA and the queer festival. And in the beginning, that it was not important to give money for this. And we survived with the help of the municipality and also with our strongness. I remember to say to the director of the Portuguese Institute, if you don't give us money, be sure that we're gonna do the festival anyway. the beginning it was very hard, and we work a lot with the friendship of our friend that give us for free the capacity and the possibility to show the films. And then slowly the festival became important, and there are people coming, the media begin to talk about the festival, and after a moment it was quite impossible to the people from the state, the cultural ministry and the city not to put money in the festival. I'm sure now with new young people that come also to the direction of the festival, new people that approach from the festival, I'm sure like in the Portuguese animation that there are a new generation coming and making beautiful films. I can live because the festival will continue even without me. And this is something that I like it also, because sometimes there are projects that are very supported by one person, and this is not good, because when this person go out, the structures disappear. And MONSTRA Festival, I'm sure if I disappear, the MONSTRA will continue, and this is the most important thing. Don't forget to come every year to Primanima.